What's up, guys? I'm JasperTheFilmie, and I'm putting this video out rather quickly, not editing it, not really putting any effort into the visual aesthetics because Derrick Jaxn is moving really quickly, and I know there's some people out there that wants to know if Derrick Jaxn is a genuine person or if this is all just a facade. And I think this information that I'm sharing in this video is going to be helpful to you. Now, bear in mind, this was actually shot literally the same afternoon when the Shade Room interview took place. So this was before actually the Shade Room interview, and this was even before Derrick Jaxn released his reaction video to the Shade Room video. So take all of this information with the mindset that I was saying all of this stuff before it actually all manifested. So that kind of shows that there's a little bit of substance to it. Now, it's really raw, and I apologize for that, and it's a little long, and I apologize for that, and there's some things that I'm going to have to reiterate further in a part 2 version, so stick around for that, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. What's up, fam? Thanks for tuning in once again, or for the very first time. I am JasperTheFilmie, and I am making this video because if you have been paying closely attention, obviously the situation with Derrick Jaxn has been popping off, and I know there's some people out there that are furious. There's some guys out there that have been saying I told you so the long time, and then there's just some people that are just flat out confused on how to take all of this. And I want to share a perspective from the media and marketing angle about Derrick Jaxn that will kind of bring some reality to this whole situation. So I hope you guys listen to this from a objective point of view, as I'm going to be coming at this from an objective point of view. So, okay, so here we go. So this, guys, is something that I want to first say before I say anything else about Derrick Jaxn. Once again, I am not another brother bashing another brother and trying to esteem myself as, you know, I guess as this knight in shining armor, perfect guy. That's not what I'm about. That's not me. I'm just somebody that I love the media industry. My bachelor's is in media communications. Working now in film and media, and I'm soon to be graduating with my master's in digital marketing from Full Sail University. And my plans are to pursue a PhD in film and media. So with that, I love these industries because I worked in sales and marketing practically all of my adult life, met some great people, learned some great life lessons, and I've been able to kind of look at how society actually interacts differently with how sales and marketing affects communication. And with media, it's the same thing. So literally, with that being stated, I want to say this. Do not ever model yourself off of something that you're being sold. I'm gonna say that again. Literally, do not ever model your life off of something that you are being sold. Now, somebody might say, well, Jasper, I didn't buy anything from him. I just was watching his videos. Literally, if you were watching his videos, you were a consumer. And for somebody that's watching this could be that light bulb that is like, yeah, I really was being sold something. And for some of you, this might be something Jasper explained more. So I'm going to explain more. So when we look at Derrick Jaxn, if you look at all of his videos, every single video was always promoting his books, always promoting, you know, his brand. And one would argue, yeah, that's, you know, rightfully so. He's an entrepreneur. This is his information. He has the right to do that. But this is where, from the marketing standpoint, it becomes problematic, because as marketers, one thing that we know, the first thing that we know about marketing is actually how it was founded off of a psychological premise. Matter of fact, the father of marketing is actually the nephew of Sigmund Freud, which is the father of psychology. And with that being stated, there's tactics that marketers use to connect with consumers. And one of those biggest tactics that is used in the marketing world is creating personas. Personas are basically people that aren't real but are real because they I guess symbolize the people that would buy the product or service that the marketer is trying to use. Marketers, they create these personas because it helps with creating actual messages to communicate to the people that can relate to those personas. If you go into the store and you read something that really caught your eye, the reason why it caught your eye is because the marketer created a persona that was targeting desires, values of an individual that relates to your interest. And Derrick Jaxn, you know, I don't know his background, but I could tell you from the media and marketing perspective, this guy knows how to use those skills. And in this case, Derrick Jaxn really knew the persona of his target audience, which was Black women. Traditionally, you know, these Black women, looking at it from the outside in, were within that age range of 25 to 36. A lot of these Black women have certain types of content that they engage with. So if you're a Black woman within that age range of 25 to 36, you are, you know, the target. Now, bear in mind, with that being stated, you being the target, there's literally an understanding that Derrick Jaxn has for your needs, wants, and desires. And he will speak to those needs, wants, and desires every single time. And I'm saying this because if you are a Black female that watches Derrick Jaxn and is saying, this guy is saying all of the right, that's what a lot of Black women was, this guy says all the right stuff, he gets it. It's because this guy, he knows you. You know, now in the marketing world, marketers spend millions of dollars doing research, surveys, focus groups, and the list goes on to learn their consumer. Millions of dollars. I'm actually now in my master's working on a case study where that's happening. So I'm seeing it in live action, how much is going into learning people. And this is where it really the hairs get split, because literally you learn how to understand human nature in consuming information. And now it's a thing where it comes down to the personality of how that person is going to use it. It's kind of like a thing where if you give the man a power to create gold with the touch of his hand, it's now the mindset of that man and how he uses that power to either manipulate people or make life better. Now, I'm not going to go from the standpoint of attacking his character, because at the end of the day, he's a human being, I'm a human being, he's a man. But I will point out that, you know, the fact that this guy, you know, was practicing infidelity for 4 years, however long, and also communicating to people on his YouTube channel and website and other things about, you know, not being cheaters and such, is an example of how a person that understands how to sell something can manipulate someone to believe something that really is not a reality. From the media perspective, shifting to that, Derrick Jaxn's brand, this is my prediction, Derrick Jaxn's brand is going to live. He will lose some followers if he hasn't lost any already. I'm pretty sure he's lost a good bit. It will live. And Derrick Jaxn is, so there's an interview that was on the Shade Room, him and his wife. God bless her, because I, you know, no woman should ever go through that. And I'm not saying that to, once again, I want to reiterate, I'm not saying this stuff to try to esteem myself one way. I'm just saying, like, that's a bad situation. But now, for Derrick Jaxn, his brand, in my opinion, will live on. And I believe he's going to come from an angle that is going to continue to sell to his current fan base. And this is going to now involve his wife, because if he wants to maintain that standard of being an upstanding man, that, you know, should live by a high standard, he has to continue down that path because he's built a foundation on that path. And now his wife is really going to have to take the mantle of, you know, kind of helping build that brand, because that's his job. Literally, from the practical standpoint, his job has been that, building that brand. And, you know, I'm not privy of, you know, his earnings and what he makes, but I could simply say, you know, from the YouTube standpoint, he has 700,000 some odd followers, so he's monetized, he's making money. He also has his books, and he also has a couple of other things. For that family, if they decide to, you know, stay together, they're gonna have to work through it, and having that income is gonna be a decision they're gonna have to make. So with that being stated, I'm saying that because if you're watching this and you really want the truth, I know there's some people that will probably still follow Derrick Jaxn. If you decide to do that, that's your decision. But there's some people out there that genuinely wants the truth, genuinely did want some guidance, genuinely did want some help, genuinely did want to learn about men and how to be a better person and individual. And I gotta say this again, literally do not model your life off of, you know, a personality that is coming from the media, but also a lot of times is really focusing on selling something to you. And if I would say anything, literally find yourself a counselor, find yourself a psychologist, you know, to learn how to really learn how to internally regulate yourself to how you should model your life, you know, because from the media standpoint, I'm gonna tell you something. Literally, I've seen firsthand. There's some people. There's one particular person that I just recently met. This is a big person. I won't share this person's name out of their privacy and out of respect for their brand and myself, because I also got to be mindful of what I'm doing. But this person is really big, and there's a lot of people that follows this person. This person has been featured on Lifetime, OWN. They're in that circle of content that people are looking up to this person. And I've seen firsthand that this person is not the person that is being showed on the networks. So I'm telling you this, literally, if you really do, I'm telling you, if you're that young lady that is wanting to find how to model your life, do not get it from the media. Because here's the deal, guys. When we look at the content that's being produced through the media, it's not natural. Like, literally, Derrick Jaxn is a YouTube personality, and obviously he's shot videos that looks organic and raw as it could be, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, it is so easy for somebody to get in front of a camera and really sell a polished image. I mean, just as an inside fact, like even like this video right here, even though all I'm doing is sitting right here on the porch talking, you know, it probably took me maybe, you know, 2 hours, first of all, to kind of put my thoughts together mentally to tell you everything. And then, you know, of course, my knowledge in marketing and media comes from years of working in both together, you know. So with that being stated, you know, you're going to have to take with a grain of salt that the image that you're seeing by this personality is not a natural, organic lifestyle that fits the path of your life. And for my black sisters out there, black women that might genuinely be upset and hurt in some cases, might be frustrated because they could have been possibly attacking their spouse or partner for not, I guess, demonstrating the personality that Derrick Jaxn was portraying. I want you to hear me out on this. You know, don't look at life from the perspective, dag, that's another black man that's just not any good, you know? Where are the good men at? Like, that's something that I think some black women will say from this. Here's the deal. You can't be looking for a savior, you know, out of a man. Literally, you can't make a man into a savior. No more a man can make a woman into a savior. That's, I think, where a lot of us go wrong. We give people so much power. We give people value and a lot of times things that they never deserved in the first place. You know, like even me in this video, everything that I'm telling you, I would strongly encourage you to research for yourself. You can go on Google right now, type in personas, you can type in media tactics, you can type in, do the research. Matter of fact, I want you, please do the research for yourself. All of this stuff is stuff that I did not create. Even like me getting my master's, those studies were all backed for people that came before me. And if I do get my PhD, or when I get my PhD, I'm gonna speak that into existence. I'm gonna do some studies that somebody behind me is going to learn from. And finally, my word of advice, along with everything else that I shared, to encourage you, if you are that young lady that might just be hurt by this situation, mad, frustrated, is to keep your head up and live life, capture it and create the visions. Literally, you don't know what men are out there. There are good men that are out there. You can't say that all of them are bad because you haven't met all of them. And you can't definitively say, you know, that majority of black men are like this, no more than black men can say majority of women are like this. We all are human beings. You know, at the end of the day, we all do the undesirable and beautiful things in the same way. We all do the number one, we all do the number two, we all wear clothes, we do not have a heaven or hell to put anybody in. We literally, with that being stated, we have an even kill. We all have one life, you know, and once it's over, it's over. Literally live your life. Literally live your natural, organic life, without, you know, letting any type of, you know, media personality, marketing tactic that's out there, you know, sway you. You know, literally just be your organic self, you know, and keep your head up, you know, because there's great people out there that are waiting for you. So that's my encouragement to you. And if you like this video, please do me a favor, hit that like button, let YouTube know that you liked it so that other people that may be like you could see this and gain some enlightenment as well. And if you do have a personal interest in following me and my journey, definitely just hit that subscribe button. I'll be sharing my journey towards the PhD and other things as well. So that's something that you're excited to see. We'll definitely follow it. So take care, guys.